Alright, so we finished Facade. Just a moment here. I turned up the volume on my headset so I could hear the music better, and now it's way too loud. It's okay. I wanted to use different weapons. So now we're gonna go return to Yona. I know that very soon I'm gonna have to do the Forest of Myth. Weirdest place ever, being that it's literally the significantly smallest map in the entire game. It has the longest, most drawn out story. However, it's all text based, which is really kind of annoying, but at least all the text story that's in there is really good. It's intriguing. So my first time I played this game, I spent the entire first part of the game with young NieR here, just using Virtuous Contract because it's incredibly powerful. It doesn't give you a boost in magic because it's from Automata where magic did not exist, or at least the characters didn't use magic. So I figured I'd just kind of switch to stronger weapons in this one that had...
I don't think they're absurd.
I mean, this isn't stronger than that sword physically.
Important to the masked people.
But it does have, it does boost your magic power.
And
The
I
hell?
think it's important we respect that.
One thing about this game is that your allies do really cool moves, but they do shit for damage.
You know?
Hey, less talking, more walking.
Shut up, Kaine. Oh yeah. Can't get through the sandstorm yet, but eventually you'll be able to travel through it. Oh, look at that, down there. Remember that for later. Shorty shorts and cowboy boots. I know that I'm not going to get a whole lot of viewers. I'm not watching my my chat right now on my phone like I usually do because I'm actually, my phone has NieR Reincarnation loaded up right now, and I'm just doing auto battles on quest 10 of each event 10 times. Basically, what I'm doing on that game is I set it to auto battle, and I'm going through the 3 main events. On quest 10, very hard difficulty because you get the most medals from that one specifically. So basically I have to do the 10 times battle 10 times, 100 times each, in order to get the amount of medals that I need from each one to buy the jewels I need to evolve my weapons. It's absolutely asinine, but it's cool that I can just literally let it sit there and auto battle for me, so I don't even have to watch it until it's done with the 10 battles, and then I just start over. It's a grind, fucking gacha games. Funny thing about the gacha is, on that game, is that the game itself is excellent. The story is intriguing. The stories are intriguing. It's definitely Yoko Taro. But the thing about the game is that it's the weirdest gacha that I've ever seen, in that the paid stuff is pretty expensive and borderline worthless. Like I don't really look for the gem packs to do the summons. I got the 4 characters that I wanted. 2P, Simulcrum Girl Theo, 4-star 2B and 4-star A2. Along with a few other actually pretty good 4-star characters, but those are the important ones. 3? I was unaware that I had so few. How much money do I have? 13,000. Okay. So yeah, whoever's watching, hey Colt, what's up? The only chat that I can see, just so you know, is at the bottom right of my TV screen, because I'm not watching the chat on my phone. I literally just mentioned why I'm not watching the chat, and I'm not going to explain it again. But let's just say that I do see your comments, and hey, how you doing tonight? Oh, I gotta go back to Yona. Oh, but shit, I only have 3 medicinal herbs. Should I buy some or try to find them? Fuck it, I'll buy some.
Make sure you stock up on necessities.
Shut up. Ah, 12,000.
Come back.
Gotta figure out if there's any more side quests, which I really don't want to do at this point, and I think that I'm gonna have to visit the Forest of Myth very soon. All text-based adventure, like I was just mentioning a few minutes ago. Absolutely do not like text-based adventures, but the stories that it tells in the text-based adventures in that area are incredibly interesting and compelling. So, you know, I mean, it's worth it to just kind of just to read them and, you know, have an understanding of them, but at the same time, it's also text-based adventure.
Yona?
Just a moment. Okay.
Oh, hey.
How are you feeling?
Better, now that I'm taking the medicine you brought.
Like shit, because I'm dying?
Good.
By the way, are you gonna stay here today?
You bet.
Really? You'll stay with me? Really?
Yeah, Yona. I'll stay.
Yay!
Now get back to bed.
Okay.
So, like, you can do these little side quests for Yona. It doesn't change the course of the story at all. And you don't get any money from it. It's just kind of like a, how good of a person am I to go out of my way to do this shit type of thing. I did it the first time around. I'm not going to do it this time because I'm trying to get through it as fast as possible. I hear a voice. I squint and see a boy standing before me. His hair is silver, his skin is pale, and he stares up at me with hard, glassy eyes. Soon his lips begin to move, but no sound comes out. What is he saying? I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't hear him. I can't. I try to leave, but something about the boy holds my gaze. I watch his face, expressionless, as his lips slowly flutter. What the fuck? What is he trying to say? Wait. It's a phrase. I can almost make it out. It starts with an S. Then there's an E. I can almost see it now. The letters begin to fall together one after another. Faster and faster. Sealed verse. Okay. It's a sealed verse. The thing I am looking for. The key to saving my sister. I stare at the boy with renewed ferocity, whatever, trying desperately to make out his next word. Dream. Dream? What? What the hell does that mean? The lips move again, faster now. I can't follow them, damn it. I can't make it out. I want to scream, I want to tear the walls down around me, but instead I force myself to be calm. I can do this. I can do it for you. Slowly, ever so slowly, I parse out the letters that make up his final words. Forest of Myth. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna have to do a lot of reading out loud. Uh-oh.
Just a dream. Even in my dreams, I'm hunting sealed verses.
Wait, is there actually a bed downstairs that I never noticed?
Morning.
Is it still? It's a fucking headset. It's a nice headset too.
Morning, Yona.
What's wrong? Are you feeling sick too?
No, I had a strange dream.
What was it about?
No, what? It does that with this one. So, oh, I know why it does that. Because you're seeing me like maybe 10 to 15 seconds. So you're not seeing me in real time. There's like a 10 to 15 second delay between what I'm actually doing and what I say and when you're seeing it. Whenever I turn the mic off because the kids are screwing around and I gotta go tell them something, it does that when I turn it back on. It starts to crackle and shit. But like after a few seconds, it stops.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
'Cause I had a dream too.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Me and this boy were playing a game together.
Oh, you're hanging out with boys?
What kind of game?
It was called Guess the Words.
Yeah, it really should be less than that.
I've heard of it before.
Like I said, like, I mean, it's not like a fucking $400 headset or anything,
How did
but
it work?
it's that 3D one, that wireless 3D one for the PS5. It's a nice headset, but it really shouldn't be acting that way. 15 seconds to get to the other side of the world.
The boy would move his
That's
mouth,
a
but
YouTube thing.
Then I had to guess what he was trying to say.
Because when I'm on Twitch, it's all in real time.
It was hard. I wanted to play hide and seek, but we had to play his dumb game instead.
So what did he say?
I don't know. All I could figure out was dream and forest of myth. But don't worry, I'm gonna study hard so that next time I can figure out everything. We should play a game together sometime too.
Sure, Yona.
Don't forget the melon.
Shut up. It's your own damn melon. Yeah, so you don't have that lag. That way you're not like behind your friends. I get that. Like I said though, it is a YouTube thing because when I am watching, for my chat, like on my phone, I notice that I'm about 10 seconds behind. That you know, I'm seeing what I did about between 5 and 15 seconds on average, what I was doing, you know, about 5, 10, 15 seconds ago. But on Twitch, it's actual real time. It's exactly what I'm doing at that time. So I think like I said, I think it's just a YouTube thing.
Something troubling you, lad?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Come on, I need to go ask Popola something.
Oh, here we go. Let's go talk to Popola again. My favorite fucking thing to do. Especially when I'm doing the map quest. So when I get ending D and I have to rename a file to start playthrough E, I'm gonna name him Todd. Wait, I'm going the wrong way. So let me guess, this is a medicinal herb and my inventory is full, so I can't grab it. That's what I thought. Stupid. Could have wasted less money. Yeah, why not? The first time I played through, I named my original file was David, my name, and then you have to, when you get past ending D, it deletes all of your everything, basically your entire files, your system file, everything, and you have to start a new game with a different name than your original file. So I just used NieR, but this time I started the game as NieR, and I don't want to do that particular file as David, so why not pick like a weird name like Todd or Chad? Todd. I don't. This is a weird name.
What's up, Popola?
Oh, hi. I just got a strange letter in the mail.
Let me guess. It was from the guy at the Forest of the Myth. I hope this letter finds you well. You don't. Well, in this game, you don't have that many spaces to name yourself, so I couldn't name myself like Shamalama Ding Dong. Sparta Zero was actually a paint?
That is certainly one bizarre piece of writing.
Who's it from?
The mayor of a small village in the Forest of Myth.
Oh.
The Forest of Myth?
They're usually a bright and cheerful group of people. Something like this is very out of character for them.
That's actually pretty rad.
I have a bad feeling about this.
I'll check it out.
You will? But...
Don't worry about it. I've got business there anyway.
Oh.
Well, alright. Thank you.
That looked like he was limping for a second. I got beat up. I'm gonna go check out the boss bestiary trophy room here. Oh, there's more now.
We saw this cube back in the Baron Temple.
Perhaps the Prince of Facade gave it to Popola as a gift?
Maybe.
It's that lizard thing we fought in the Eyrie. Who would make a figure of that anyway? And what is it doing here?
I'm wondering the same thing. What is this room for? Like, even when you fill it up with all the bosses from the game, it's never explained why she has a bunch of, like, statues of the bosses from the game.
This is from the junk heap.
For a decoration, it's certainly in poor taste.
Alright. I'm really not looking forward to going to the Forest of Myth. Even though the stories are compelling, like I said, it's just text-based. The music's great, though. It's one of those things you just want to get out of the way as soon as possible. But I honestly want to see if there's any side quests that I can indulge in first. Yeah, you can jump off any ledge, except for unless you're jumping in the water, because you can't swim. Like, I can jump off a high-F ledge without taking any, like, fall damage. But I can't swim. Oh, how much mutton do I have?
Please get that.
Bitch. How much fucking mutton do your kids eat? Wait, I've got open side quests, don't I? What did I need here? I still need 3 royal ferns. I don't have royal ferns. And I'm not going to go look for them. And I don't remember where to buy that. I think you have to buy it in Seafront. Either way, fuck it. We're going to the Forest of Myth. Matter of fact, actually... Yo! Wait, I didn't know you could do that. How the fuck did I do that? Huh, weird. Let me try that again. Whatever. Is that the northern gate? Yes. Battle 8, okay. I should be fighting all the shades I can to level up. Whoa, 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 buddy. Oh, the dead bodies disappeared. I gotta go kill my own mutton. No, there they are. I'm gonna have to check how much mutton I have and see if I can go sell it to this bitch. Whoa, what the hell was that? Who is she shooting at? Oh my god, starting fights with people with shades off in a distance? Especially when you're not even strong enough to kill them, even though you're supposed to be stronger than me. MP cost -6. I like that. What do I have currently equipped? Drop rate. So... what was it? There we go. Should probably do that with my spear too. Or lance or whatever it's called. The only other one I use. Dark Phantasm. I never use any of those except for the spears that come out of the ground or whatever. Dark Wall. Phantasm, Fist, and Gluttony. Okay, so yeah, I don't have it yet. Wait. Oh, how annoying. Yeah, I can go sell it. She buys 10. It's like if you have 10, she'll buy them off of you. What's up, bro? Controls are a little touchy. We'll kill these guys too. We get a little bit of action before we go to the Forest of Myth. Oh shit, homeboy's coming for some. He's like, fuck you. I'm sorry. A 9 or 10? Or 9 or 8. Shit. Sorry, talking about something else entirely, but... Whoa! Kaine the Illusionist. It's a 9, okay.
Here's your mutton, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yo. Well, snort you too, buddy.
Get out of my way! I have to save Yona!
Calm down. You cannot prevail if you are blinded with rage. And here we are!
It sure is quiet here.
Such silence bodes ill. There's trouble on the way. I'm certain of it.
You know, a little optimism now and then wouldn't hurt, Vice.
Such cheek.
Damn, I got that much till the next level? I'm only level 13? Okay, wait. Let's go with, So I'm gonna take a break real quick. Since I'm about to start an annoying ass part of the game. We already read this. What about Cruel Oath? We'll go with that one for now. So, yeah, and when I come back, it's gonna crackle because I'm gonna mute it. So I'll be back in a few minutes. Okay. I don't know if it's gonna crackle still. I waited a few seconds, but here we go. Ooh, a tree branch. It's fucking magical. Use it like a wand. Obviously, I have to talk to that guy, and I'm avoiding him right now. You look vaguely familiar. This tree. Yeah, looks like he's ready to fight. Okay. Here we go.
Beware.
Oh, yes, sir, Santa Claus.
Beware the words.
The words? What do you mean?
Contagious words. Those who dream.
Those who dream?
Hold a moment. There is a strange new sensation in my mind.
Vice's voice rose in a quizzical way.
It is not quizzical.
What's going on?
The villager's body shuddered as he slowly opened his eyes.
Perhaps we should start by asking this man.
Who are you?
We heard something happened to this village, so we came to see if we could help.
The mayor stared at NieR and Vice.
If you can speak to me, I must have caught you in my dream.
In your dream?
The mayor explained. In the past weeks, a mysterious disease called the Death Dream had spread across the Forest of Myth. Those who caught it were cursed to fall asleep and live forever within the world of their own dreams. The village mayor had determined the Death Dream was spread from person to person by spoken words, but before he could learn more, the disease took him as well. Vice stared at the mayor, his mouth twitching slightly.
Now see here. Are
He
you
said-
saying that we have been absorbed into your dream?
Well, yes.
Said the
I
mayor.
think you have.
In other words,
Said NieR.
we've caught the death dream?
Before the mayor could confirm NieR's suspicion, Vice exploded with rage.
Ridiculous. Preposterous. Completely unfathomable on every conceivable level. I don't even recall falling asleep.
That's just how the death dream works.
Though polite, the mayor was clearly trying to brush aside the book's remarks.
My remarks are not to be brushed aside, fool.
The mayor twisted his mouth into an embarrassed grimace, then quickly changed the subject to who NieR had seen, and what they had discussed since coming to the village.
Something there must have caused you to enter my dream. A certain conversation, a specific word, something.
NieR and Vice racked their brains, but could find no easy solution. There were simply too many words to consider, too much random chatter, too many meaningless conversations.
Grimoire Vice does not engage in meaningless conversations.
The mere suggestion that Vice chose his words carelessly seemed to sting his pride.
It does not seem to sting my pride, you bloated gasbag of a narrator.
Thank you.
It has demolished it utterly.
Oh. Irritated, Vice looked skyward as if searching for answers in the heavens.
I was doing no such thing. Just leave me alone already.
The anger created by his harsh words bled over to NieR like a contagion. Wait, said NieR suddenly. Did someone just say contagion? Yes, I believe so. What of it? Well, that villager told us to watch out for contagious words, right? The mayor leaned forward with a renewed interest, pushing a startled Vice aside in the process. He must have said something, right? Asked the mayor. Something specific. Some specific combination of words, was it? What was it? It was about dreaming, or something that dreams, or... Oh, what the hell was it? A sheep, cried Vice suddenly, blurting out the first thing that popped into his head. The others stared at him for a moment before slowly shaking their heads. After a few more minutes of thought, NieR's face suddenly lit up. I remember, he said, those who dream. That's what he said. I'm sure of it. At this, the mayor produced a thick sheaf of papers from his pocket. He flipped through them a few times before finally nodding his approval at NieR. That sounds right, he said, as a stray sheet of paper fluttered to the ground. My notes also mentioned something about that. I bet it was the last thing you heard before you fell asleep. The mayor shook his head, his worn pencil stub tracing lines across a lone piece of paper. For the last month, I've done nothing but study the disease we call Death Dream, he said. I mean, I'm the mayor, right? It's my job to protect people from whatever comes along. But I never expected a couple of outsiders to start entering people's dreams. The mayor paused, a grimace crossing his face. I should probably be taking notes or something. Vice immediately fired back. I applaud the force of will it takes to research a disease in your dreams, he said, but perhaps we should bend your efforts to escaping this place instead of trying to understand it. The mayor's hand tightened around his pencil, snapping off the tip. I've tried to escape. From the very first moment I realized I was locked inside my own dream, I've been looking for a way out, but I don't think it exists. I mean, this is my dream, right? If there was an exit, I'd know about it. He paused for a moment, his unfocused eyes staring at nothing. My village was beautiful, he said, to no one in particular, and it was filled with the most wonderful people you could ever hope to meet. But once this disease took hold, things changed. It's like someone took a sponge and soaked all the color out of our lives. I just want us to be whole again. I want us to be free. And I won't stop trying until it happens. NieR nodded in agreement. Huh? Wait a second. I didn't nod. Look, if we can be of any help, said NieR, just ask. Now hold on. I did not just say that. Silence, cried Vice. The grimoire looked from NieR to the mayor and back again, his face filling with confidence. Grimoire Vice's face is always confident. Thank you very much. Now see here, Mayor, you told us that nothing can exist in this dream without you knowing of it. But yet you seemed surprised to see us when we first arrived, yes? The mayor slowly raised his head, realization dawning on his face. Oh my god, he said, you're right. You're right! I had no idea you were coming. The human imagination is a limitless engine, said Vice, and dreams are the fuel. If you can imagine an exit, then it must be so. With your permission, we shall search it out. Thank you, said the mayor. I don't know how I can repay you. Payment is not required. We are as eager as you are to be done with this place. The mayor suddenly felt as if he could breathe again. He'd almost forgotten what it was like. Good luck, you two, he called at the departing forms of NieR and Vice. We're all counting on you. As NieR slowly faded into the misty forest, the mayor was struck by a sense of déjà vu. I saw this man once, he thought, but where? NieR's mood darkened as he trudged through the forest. Hours earlier, when the beauty of the place was still a new thing, he'd been confident they could get in, find the exit, and be home in time for dinner. But the deeper they went, the more the forest closed in around him. The mist made it difficult to see more than a foot in any direction, and moss-covered rocks seemed determined to twist his ankle. More than once he'd been forced to steady himself on the rough bark of a tree, and his hands now left small trails of blood on everything he touched. Additionally, Vice was proving to be a spectacularly poor traveling companion. Unhindered by either terrain or physical effort, he spent most of his time urging NieR to pick up the pace and grumbling about their slow progress. Finally, after Vice muttered something about legless turtles being more adept in navigating the environment, NieR snapped. Okay, Vice, cram it for a second, would you? You don't have to walk. NieR leaned against the tree and tried to stretch the knots from his back. How can this stupid forest be so big, he muttered to himself. The moment the words tumbled from his mouth, a cacophony of insect... A cacophony? How the fuck do you pronounce that? Of insects sprang to life. Every imaginable form of buzz, click, and hiss roared at a volume that rattled his teeth. NieR slapped his hands over his ears and screamed to be heard. Vice, what's going on? NieR could see Vice's mouth moving, but he might as well have been shouting in a tornado. The insects screamed, the forest howled, and then just as NieR's ears seemed ready to tear from his head and go running for cover, the sound diminished. Hesitantly, he removed the hand from his left ear and listened to the creatures of the woods. Zree, 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 zree. I'm not going to make sound effects. As the insect symphony dimmed another decibels, NieR began to detect patterns in the sound. This isn't random, he thought. It's not just white noise, it's something else. The insects weren't just calling out, they were asking a question. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? By my pages, is this a riddle? I guess so. I mean, it feels sort of forced, but maybe it's the key to getting out of this place. Then I leave it to you to answer. 1 with it is lacking, 2 with it is ideal, 3 with it is dangerous. What is it? Inwardly furious that Weiss left the task to him, NieR sighed and gave the only answer that made sense. It's a secret, right? The sound of the insect stopped as suddenly as it began. The forest undergrowth parted before NieR like a rippling wave, opening a new path. These forest anthropods are making a road for us, said Weiss with a glee. Pleased at passing the test, NieR moved on with new intensity. Excuse me. The path offered his body relief from the undergrowth, but gave even greater cheer to his mind. As long as they were on a path, their journey had a purpose. I guess the forest has accepted us, huh? Said NieR after a bit. Weiss spun around to face his companion. Do not mistake the will of this forest for some happy pet you can suddenly befriend. We have no idea where this path leads. As Weiss finished speaking, the pair turned a corner and found themselves facing a clear forest spring. Smiling, NieR picked up a small rock and sent it skipping across the surface of the water. Good heavens, said Weiss. His surprise was understandable. Each time the rock struck the surface of the water, a musical note rang out. When the rock finally stopped moving and sank to the bottom of the spring, the ripples it left behind came together to form words. Oh, here we go. I enter through the window but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? Absurdly easy, barked Weiss. Now answer it. NieR grit his teeth and tried not to reach out and strangle his companion. He's right after all. This one is pretty easy. I enter through a window but break no glass. When night falls, I vanish. What am I? A plume of sunlight. A plume of water suddenly burst from the spring. Sunlight filtered through the trees and reflected off the plume, creating a shimmering rainbow that spanned the entire horizon. In all my years, said Weiss softly, I have never seen such a sight. Perhaps I have misunderstood the intentions of this place. Hey, look, cried NieR, awaking Weiss from his daze. There's a house or something over there. Glancing in the direction of his friend's extended hand, Weiss saw a small cottage nestled among the trees. That's weird, isn't it, Weiss? I mean, who would build a house all the way out here? NieR walked over and pounded on the door. After a minute of solid banging, the door cracked open and a small man peered out. His body was cloaked from neck to toe in a large black cape, while his face was obscured by mist. Began NieR. But before he could get any further, the cloaked man held a hand up and began speaking. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. What am I? NieR tried to ask the cloaked man who he was and what he was doing there, but he simply repeated the question. If we wish to engage this man in conversation, said Weiss, it seems we must answer his riddle. Yeah, I suppose, said NieR, but at least it's an easy one. I have 4 legs in the morning and 2 at noon, but in the night with 3. The hell? The mist dissolved from the cloaked figure as he spoke a single word. Correct. With that, the man flung his garment aside, revealing his true identity. I have no idea how that was the answer to the question. Yet you're the mayor, cried NieR. The small man slowly shook his head. I am not the mayor you know. Now listen to my words. Long ago I saw a version of you that was not yourself. Sorry, what's that you mean? It will make sense in time. At present, I simply congratulate you on cracking the seal of the Death Dream. Now you must go to the person at the forest entrance. With that, the man turned on his heel and slammed the door behind him. As NieR watched, mist seeped up from the ground and enveloped the college, erasing it from existence. When NieR and Weiss returned to the forest entrance, they found the mayor leaning against a tree. As soon as he caught sight of the duo, he sprang to his feet and scrambled over to them. "Good gravy," he cried. "You made it. You actually made it back." His left hand grasped NieR's and pumped it so fiercely it threatened to dislodge it from the socket, while his right seized Weiss by the cover and swung him through the air. "Gah, by the heavens, stop shaking me, fool. We have not even told you if we were successful or not." The mayor smiled broadly and shook his head. "I'm just happy you're alive. I didn't think I'd ever see you again." NieR withdrew himself from the mayor's eager handshake with a slight smile. "We broke the Death Dream seal," he said. "At least I think we did." The mayor's face beamed as NieR filled him in on all the details. When the tale was done, the three of them laid down on the forest ground and fell asleep. NieR cocked his head. "Okay, hang on a second. This is crazy. Why would we just lay down and go to sleep?" "Cease your endless prattle and go to sleep, fool. Fighting against the rules of this place is futility itself." NieR and the mayor obediently reclined atop the grassy earth. "Have you forgotten?" continued Weiss. "It is words that control the Death Dream, words that allow us to move from place to place. No matter how unnatural they seem, the words are absolute. Therefore, if the words tell us to sleep, then sleep we shall. And once we do, the story will continue." With that, the trio found their eyes growing heavy, their breath slowing. "This is the first time," began the mayor, "the first time I have felt tired since I was imprisoned here." His words were cut off by a loud, long yawn, and he remembered nothing more. They might have slept for an hour or a year. When they awoke, things had a slightly more real quality to them. The mist felt thicker, the leaves greener. It was clear that they had awakened from their dream. NieR shook the mayor's shoulder gently. "Good news," he said. "I think we made it." "Oh, wow," said the mayor in an odd voice. "We did it. I'm back." He blinked once and then again, as if not quite believing the sight before him. "You two have no idea how much this means. The Death Dream was spreading through our village, and I wanted to... Well, I thought I could figure out how to stop it, but I guess that wasn't the case. I must have caught the disease and become trapped in my own dream." The mayor started to stand, then collapsed back to the earth. He stared at his legs as if trying to remember how they worked, then glanced at NieR and shrugged. Without a word, the young man reached down and pulled the mayor to his feet. "Real life may take some getting used to," said the mayor as a wry smile crossed his lips. "You shall relearn in a short order, I am sure," said Weiss. "For now you should return to your home and rest." "No," said the mayor, swaying on unsteady feet. "No, I can't. Some of the villagers are still trapped in the Death Dream. I have to save them." The mayor slowly made his way to the divine tree in the center of the village, and bowed his head and prayed silently. "This is a holy tree," he explained when the prayer was finished. "It's the guardian of our village's history and memories." "Superstition will only make our mission harder," muttered Weiss. "We should not put our faith in the gods." The mayor shook his head. "Not the gods, the words. Legend says that our tree is home to a powerful magic known as a sealed verse." NieR and Weiss could not contain their surprise. It seemed a goal had been found in the most unexpected of places. "I say," muttered Weiss, "this is certainly a stroke of luck." As the three of them said their goodbyes, NieR mentioned the strange man who had given them the third riddle and the mysterious words he had left them with. "I once saw a version of you that was not yourself," muttered the mayor. "What in the world does that mean?" Lost in thought, he stared into space for a long moment. "You know," he said softly, "this is going to sound odd, but I had a feeling I'd seen you before too." NieR tried to keep a straight face and failed, but the mayor didn't seem to notice. "Deja vu, right? Anyway, I figure it's just some kind of illusion created by the Death Dream. It probably doesn't mean anything." NieR gave the mayor a nod and a smile, but inwardly his thoughts were racing. There's something wrong about the mayor and his words. And what exactly is going on here? The riddle would prove to be the most difficult one of all.
Oh, thank you so much. Now I can finally return to a normal life.
Anytime?
This is one of the most bizarre diseases I have ever encountered.
I know. That's why we have to help the other villagers, no matter what.
Nice.
For a sealed verse, that didn't take much effort.
Yes, all a touch too easy if you ask me. It's almost as if someone was guiding us to this village.
Don't overthink advice.
Oh. Must I? I think I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do them all. Not very happy about it. But, one thing I do know is that, damn, break time already, just because, yeah, it's gonna take forever. So I'll be back. go. Ugh.
This person must be dreaming too.
It would appear that way, yes.
Let's save them. Yes, we're gonna
Can't say
enter
I'm
this
very
villager's
excited to
dream.
go back there. That dream world sort of creeps me out.
Perhaps you should spend less time complaining and more time getting on with the mission.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah.
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. An eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior. I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is the product of my addled mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry, for the love of all the gods. Help me. Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy in a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to the blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Weiss, and this is NieR. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as NieR extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slow to adjust to the freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Weiss. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good of our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of the door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away in the wind. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of gray matter. It has been shoved... Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Realization slowly dawns, and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they were alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound. Whether scream or laughter, I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leaving the most terrible of rooms. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. At the end of the path, I find myself in a great hall with only the sounds of rain, and for comfort, the waterlogged red carpet squishes beneath my feet as I approach the center of the room. Once there, I behold a beautiful dining table upon which rests china and silver of the finest construction, as well as the remains of a fantastic feast. As my eyes continue to adjust, I see many chairs surrounding the table, each holding a dinner guest. Noticing movement, I approach the chair at the table's head, but as the truth of the matter dawns on me, I recoil in horror. The host of this feast is a corpse, as are all the invited guests. An army of foul, wriggling insects have made homes in their remains, and this is the movement I saw. This once splendid feast was now nothing more than a requiem for the damned. I take a moment to steady my shaking hands, then slowly back away from the table. Excuse me. Desperate to lose sight of the abomination before me, my gaze lands on the chairs upon which the dead were seated. This is a mistake, for the chairs proved to be even more terrible than the feast itself. Each one is covered in a layer of spikes that run from the seat, up the back, and down the arms. This explains the color of the carpet beneath my feet. I can only pray that the unfortunate diners were dead when the meal began. For if not, it is a simple task to envision the agonized screams that must have sprung forth from their mouths. My mind grasps frantically at the possibility that these souls had committed some terrible crime for which this was punishment. Though in truth, I suspect they had committed no crime at all. There would be no tomorrow for these unfortunates. This was their last supper. I squint down the hall and proceed north. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. "Break it down," someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with NieR and Grimoire Weiss, I slam my body against a thick, sturdy door. On the third try, it gives way, and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat, and the clouds above are dark and foreboding. But to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight, trying to break through. "How can I thank you?" I cry as tears join the rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Looking down, I suddenly notice that my dress is in tatters, and sheepishly trying to cover my exposed skin. "You're dressed?" asks Weiss. "Then you are a woman, madam?" "I am." I proffer the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the form of words. I can see that the one known as NieR is disappointed that the torn dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallway and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
You have anything to say about that?
Hopefully there will be no labyrinth next time.
I hear that.
Thank you so much for saving me. I never want to have a dream like that again.
just kidding. I don't think you even have to do this, but I'm gonna do it anyways. Notice how I didn't even get anything for fucking finishing that? Like, thanks a lot, bitch. This guy's is weird. His is kind of annoying, but it tells a story similar to that of the events that occurred at the end of... what's the fucking name of that? Drakengard.
And another victim. This work certainly is trying.
You think?
I figured a book like you would be into all this word stuff, Fight.
Even I have my exceptions. Now let's be off.
I am getting kind of tired of reading out loud like a teacher. Just a moment. Okay. A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and NieR had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
Those buildings must be huge if we can see them from this far away. What do you think, Weiss?
As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity.
Perhaps they are some manner of mirage.
Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. NieR nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. An ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there, thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made NieR lightheaded. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us, or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke, he said? No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. NieR glanced at Weiss's grinning face, shook his head, and resumed walking. As time passed, NieR's feet grew more painful and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, NieR lifted his gauge. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open, as his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried, it's water. Water? asked Weiss. Preposterous, I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off of it. Without waiting for a response, NieR sprang to life and bounded towards the site. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. NieR closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. NieR shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly, he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. NieR sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, NieR came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue, shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to NieR and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. NieR's face clouded. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Vice paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted, and it seems we have arrived at the City of Art. NieR looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried NieR, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape. A tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where the similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glass that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular tops. What kind of city is this? Said NieR. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber, and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, NieR and Vice eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. NieR uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. The 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As NieR moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said NieR. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before NieR. Please, said Alpha. You have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to NieR and threw his hands in the air. Alpha's a fake, you know. I'm the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. The respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Vice. NieR furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. The real one is Beta. Though NieR's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence, he was relieved to see Vice nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Vice, in the dry tones of the lecturer, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be the truth, even though Gamma is a liar. Therefore, that theory crumbles. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which will leave us 2 statues telling the truth. Finally, let us assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Vice finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust, while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Vice in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable NieR pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Vice. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape and then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this. But at the same time, I feel like I've seen this before. Deja vu, muttered NieR, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck NieR during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
That was rough.
I am positive I have seen that place before.
Okay, that's enough. Don't need you getting all weird on me too. Okay, there. Now all the villagers can wake up, right?
Yes, if the mayor's assumption was correct. I think I have had enough wordplay to last a lifetime. Thank you very much.
You're telling me. Anyway, let's go see the mayor.
Thank you so much.
You're not the mayor. Oh, he might put me in another dream. I'm gonna save it real quick. I don't think he does, but just in case.
Oh, how wonderful. Thank you so much. Here, I have something for you.
Wow, this looks valuable. I can really have it?
Of course. It's apparently a weapon of some renown, but we have little use for it.
Well, we appreciate it.
Thank you again for everything.
You're welcome. Really? It's a plain ass looking sword? Okay. It is more powerful. Return to Popola. Liam.
So how was the village?
Oh, it was truly magnificent. There are no words. Really.
Neat.
Let's get back to Popola. She'll probably want to know what's going on in there.
Guess we're going on foot. I still need the Shade on the Bridge side quest. I bet she's really nice and always says nice things. That's what my mom was like. Always, always, always save after an event, just in case. Oh. Today was awesome. Hopefully made this huge cake that was really yummy and everyone in the village has been wishing me a happy birthday. It's fun. I feel like a princess or something. I don't feel sick at all today. In fact, I almost forgot I had this disease. So maybe you can forget about it too and come back home now? Okay, there's nothing here yet. So we will go talk to Papa. In case you're like, you know, playing and you get confused about where you're supposed to go, which shouldn't be, literally, it shouldn't be that difficult to figure out. Why is it doing that? Right down there in the bottom left corner when you pause it, it tells you exactly what you need to do next.
Death dream certainly is a strange illness.
Yeah, it was something all right.
Even I, with my natural love for words, have no desire to visit that place ever again.
You guys did well. You've been making a lot of long trips lately. Are you sure you're not pushing yourself too hard?
I'm okay. I can't just sit around all day while Yona's sick after all.
If you say so.
So, anything I can do for you?
Well, I suppose there is one thing I could use a hand with. Have you heard about our plans to repair the canal? The work probably won't happen for a while, but once it's done, we can use the canal for trade and travel and all kinds of useful things. Unfortunately, however, we're a bit behind schedule at the moment. If you're willing to help out, I'd really appreciate it.
No problem. What do you need?
Great. So, the man I originally asked to help on this project hasn't shown up for work in a few days. I'm starting to get a little worried. So maybe you can head over to Seafront and check up on him? I'll mark the location of his house on your map. He always carries a red bag over his shoulder, so he should be easy enough to find.
Got it.
A canal, is it? Fascinating. If we had a ferry, we could put these days of endlessly running about behind us.
Don't you just float everywhere anyway?
Do you think I am borne aloft by the winds, lad? It takes stamina to maintain this height.
Oh, really?
You could at least try to hide the utter...
Melon?
Don't forget the melon.
Hey, I went back to visit. Hey, maybe we should plant something.
That poor girl.
Yes, that poor girl indeed.
Black squalls in our village now.
Hey, you ever heard?
Sure.
I ain't talking about. They used.
Which job should I give you first? Come back whenever you have a...
Hey,
Sure.
they used to come.
Sure. Hey, Devil.
You're asking me for a favor? Well, now I've heard everything. What's up?
I heard you and Popola used to sing at the tavern. I never got a chance to hear it, so...
Wait, you want to hear us sing? Popola's been swamped lately, so I haven't sung with her in forever. But hey, if she's up for it, I'm willing.
So yeah, I'm gonna go talk to Popola real quick and see exactly what I need. I know I need mouse tails and lizard tails, but I can't remember what else. Because she basically has to have a certain drink to get drunk off of. In order to sing. And if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it this time to where I actually get to hear it. Ugh. I'm going to Seafront anyways, and I know that I got to turn in some shit at Seafront in order to get her drink.
The person I asked to help with the canal repairs should be in Seafront.
Okay, that's weird. I wonder if I can not do it now. Huh, whatever. I'll go talk to Devila again and see if she's still trying to give me just odd jobs or Which they should all be easy enough, maybe a little drawn out or time consuming, but I'm not gonna fuck with them. You get way more money from the stuff in the second half of the game anyway. I'm just kind of curious why she's not responding to a side quest.
Which job should I give you first? Come back.
Okay, well, whatever. Perhaps I can't do it anymore.
Excuse me, but have you seen my son?
I don't think so. Why? Is something wrong?
When I got home, I found a note from him that said he was leaving and not to look for him. What if he's left the village? Please, you have to help me. I'll bet my son shouldn't be too hard to spot. He wears a very odd hat. You can see it from a mile away.
Okay. If I see him, I'll let him know his father.
Okay, yeah, no. Find your own kid. I'm looking for a quest called A Bridge in Peril. Let me just check this real quick. Okay. So, not concerned about it. Second half of the game. So we're heading to Seafront. I'm not entirely sure. What the hell was that? No, I'm still not strong enough to take on this asshole. I could probably beat him, but I'd expend a whole lot of curatives. And I'm not willing to do that for this. Because you don't really get anything for it. I just got a royal firm. What the fuck? Shit, 2 more and... Hey, what's up, bro? Come here, bitch. Give me your meat, I'm hungry. I mean, I still have to do the Haunted Mansion. But we're close to the end of the first half of the game, so... I don't know exactly how much there is left of the first half. Second half definitely moves along a lot faster, and the story is significantly more intriguing. Because in this part of the game, you know, up until towards the end of the first half, you're just kind of like helping people out, doing shit here and there. Then towards the end of the first half, shit picks up real quick. And then in the second half, shit picks up at like 0 to 100 real quick. So I'm gonna go save it, and I'm gonna take a little break. My eyes are straining. This is the guy I'm looking for, by the way, with the red bag, who always fights with his wife. So as far as the missing son or whatever, that quest that I was just looking at, wait, look at all these side quests. Am I gonna do them? I don't remember doing either of these. But anyways, as far as the missing son side quest goes, I looked it up, and you know, pretty much every site says it's not worth doing because it is one of the most chaotic and drawn-out side quests in the entire game, and you get absolutely nothing for finishing it. Nothing. No weapon, no items, no money, nothing. But it's genius and interesting in the story it tells. Which is, you know, Yoko Taro. 100%. The guy who designed and wrote these games. But I am just, like I said, I'm trying to do this at least as quickly as possible. And I am not willing to do that quest because of that. So I will be right back.
You seem to be in good spirits.
Oh, I am. My new flower shop is already far more successful than I ever dreamed.
Really? Well, great.
I was in trouble before, but I think I've got a good foundation here. In fact, I want to ask my girlfriend in the area to come live with me here. It's the least I can do after all I put her through. The only problem is I don't really have time to go all the way over there. So I was thinking of sending a letter instead.
Sounds like it's time sensitive. Want me to deliver it for you?
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Oh, he is sure. This lad loves nothing more than meddling in other people's affairs.
Excellent. Well, my girlfriend lives near the chief's house. Give her this Phrygia with the letter, okay? I really wanted to give her a lunar tear, but as I'm sure you know, the whole reason they call them legendary is that they're so hard to cultivate. But I did manage to cultivate a Phrygia. She's always liked Phrygias, so I guess things turned out for the best.
Cultivating lunar tears must require a remarkable amount of
What the
work.
hell's with the dude in the witch hat?
Even so. It's nice that guy works so hard to be able to invite his girlfriend out to join him. Hey, are you the kid who ran away from home?
Huh? Oh man, how'd you...
Your father's worried sick about you. Why'd you leave anyway?
Because he wants me to, like, take up the family business. And I ain't doing it, man. I'm a rebel.
Yes, we can see that. Well, perhaps you should let your father know that you're alive and well, and also explain to him why you left.
Oh man, why do people always gotta hassle me? Yeah, alright, I'll do it. But first, you gotta do something for me, man. The guy who runs the tavern's been helping me since I got here. And I want to give him something nice. I was thinking I could, like, cook dinner or something, but I don't have any ingredients or whatever, so, yeah.
If it'll get you back home to your father sooner, then fine. I'll help.
This guy, man, he don't eat nothing but fish. All the time, every day. Fish, fish, fish. So I was thinking he might, like, want to try eating meat or whatever. You know, for a change. So, could you get me, like, 5 pieces of mutton and 3 pieces of goat meat? I can find the pans and spoons and stuff, so just bring the meat to his place whenever, man.
Looks like we've got everything the runaway kid asked for. Let's go make the delivery.
Let's
But
not.
who can say if said girlfriend honestly wanted to wait?
What do you mean?
Surely the woman desired to live with him, did she not?
Well, probably, yeah. But he wasn't able to make it happen. That's why he left her in the village.
It would have been difficult, yes, but perhaps preferable to a life of solitude. Why did they not think about how much time and distance would separate them?
It doesn't matter anymore. They'll be able to see each other just fine soon enough.
Let us hope this is the case.
The hell is that? Just a deer. This one's watching like, what the fuck, bro? So yes, we're gonna go visit the area real quick, just to do this stupid side quest, and then I'll continue on with the main game. It's because I need money. When I have like an ass load of money when I start the second half of the game. Because weapons in the game, like I said, you have to buy them. You have to have every single weapon in the game in order to get all the endings. And the ones you have to buy are astronomically expensive. I'm sure I've got a ton of shit I could sell, but then having to run everywhere sucks too. After the guy with the red bag quest here that I'm about to finish, I should be able to take the ferry or whatever. instead of having to run between places like this. Oh shit. Come here, little turd. The hell? It was by the mayor's house. I mean, your house is a pain in the ass to get to.
It's over. It's all over. That poor girl.
Jaime's a good person. Once you get through all the...
This must be the place the florist was talking about.
You think she stepped out?
Well, perhaps she moved. It doesn't look like this house has been occupied for some time.
Well, no point hanging around. We'd better go back to town. Shame she wasn't there.
Indeed.
Guess you were right, Vice. They should have stuck together.
I find it difficult to determine who is right at this point. In any case, we had best return to him.
Oh shit, what the fuck?
shower?
Calculator is going to be on Tuesday in the morning. 73 degrees. Is that possible?
This is a freesia, the same flower we were delivering to the woman.
It's only going to be 84 or
Uh-oh. Maybe his girlfriend was attacked by a shade.
Yeah, I didn't do this quest the first time around. I have no idea where I was going. Back to seafront. I don't even remember what the fuck I'm supposed to do in Seafront. Just pause the game and find out. Oh yeah, that's right.
So? Did she get the letter?
I'm sorry, but she wasn't home. And on our way back, we were attacked by a shade that dropped this.
It's a Frisia. Do you think... No, she's alive. I know it. And I'm going to keep living my life for her.
I see.
I'll stay here and keep the business going. After all, you never know when she might come back.
are you the guy who's supposed to help repair the canal? Popola sent me to...
Oh god, it's over. My life is over.
Surely you must realize nothing good can come of being involved with this particular endeavor.
Easy, Vice. Hey, so, are you alright? What happened?
It's my wife. She left home a week ago and hasn't come back. I'm so worried I can't even focus on my work. Oh, my sweet dumpling, where are you?
Jesus
That's
Christ.
terrible. Would you like us to help you look for her?
Really? You do that for me?
Sure. But do you have any idea where we should start?
Well, she always used to enjoy drinking at the tavern with her friends.
Alright, then I guess we'll start with them.
Thank you. This means the world to me. Oh, and by the way, my wife always carries a red bag, just like mine. If you mention that, it might ring some bells.
I've met some odd couples in my day, but none who felt the need to wander about flaunting matching luggage.
You need to get with the times. Coordinated outfits are all the rage. Plus, these bags are special. We bought them for our aunt, but now my sweet dumpling is gone. And it's all my fault.
Okay, just stay calm. We'll go look for her, alright? You sit tight.
I'm willing to bet that man knows more about his wife absconding than he's letting on.
Hey there, I'm, looking for a woman carrying a red bag.
Are you now? Interesting. Did something happen to her?
She hasn't been home and her husband's worried. Do you know anything about where she might be?
Trouble in paradise, is it? Oh, those two never change. Anyway, the short answer is no. She hasn't been around here either. Though come to think of it, she always got on well with the woman over at the tackle shop. Maybe you should try her?
I'll do that. Thanks.
Hey, what's the rush? You've got a cute face. Why not sit here and join me for a
What the fuck?
or three?
Sorry, ma'am, but I'm not old enough to drink. Hey there, do you know a woman with a red bag by any chance?
A red bag? Oh, sure. Although now that I think about it, I haven't seen her in a while. Last time she came around, she mentioned something about leaving town. But I figured it was just idle talk.
Leaving town, huh? Alright, thanks for your time.
If she has truly left this charming hamlet, finding her may prove most difficult indeed.
I just hope she hasn't been attacked by shades or anything.
Something about that shade seems rather odd.
Hey, look at this.
It is identical to the red satchel carried by the man who sent us on this mad quest. Perhaps it belongs to his spouse.
Oh no. Do you think the shades got her?
I fear it likely, lad. I sense no other activity in the immediate vicinity. We were too late.
Well, this is terrible. What are we supposed to say?
However difficult it may be, we've no choice but to tell the man the truth.
Hey, did you find my sweet dumpling?
We didn't, but we got this off a shade.
Oh no, this is hers.
So our fears were correct.
Oh God, how could this happen to her? And this is all my fault.
If I may, my good man, why did your wife leave home in the first place?
It's because
I think we should give him some time to himself, Vice.
Honey, I'm home. Good heavens, you're a wreck. What's wrong?
Dumpling, you're not dead.
What in the world are you talking about? Oh, you found my bag. Thank you so much. I can't believe I went and dropped it like that.
Oh, this is such a relief.
Okay, seriously. What's going on? I see. So, you found a shade with my bag and assumed I'd been attacked and killed?
I'm just glad you're safe, Dumpling, but I'm also so sorry. This is all my fault. Oh, if I didn't eat that apple you were saving. Oh, God, I'm such an idiot! Listen, I promise I'll never eat anything of yours again. You just promise never to run away from home again, okay?
Run away? Have you lost your mind? I just went to visit my parents.
Huh?
I told you about this. Going to see my family, gone for a week. Remember? Ugh, are you serious right now? What?
Lad, my brilliant intuition suggests we should beat a hasty retreat from these two with all speed.
Oh, hey, I have to go pick up a fish from the fish store.
I can't believe you didn't listen to me, and you ate my apple. Ugh, you are the absolute worst.
What? Oh, like you're some perfect angel. You didn't even care enough about our anniversary to hang on to your bag. You, kid, I'm right about this, yeah? If anyone's wrong here, it's my wife, right?
Wait, you're asking me?
Well, you shouldn't have eaten your wife's apple. That's not very nice.
But I was hungry, and it was just sitting there. Look, I'm glad you went looking for my wife and all, but that was low, friend. Low.
Uh-oh. Did I cross a line there?
Besides, it's pretty rich to come after me for an apple when you threw away my entire stamp collection.
Ha! You're damn right I did, and I'd do it again. You are nothing but a hoarding slob. You there! My husband's in the wrong here, isn't he?
Oh, enough. The both of you are at fault. Now apologize to one another and end this ridiculous display.
Good talk for a floating magazine.
I see you finally agree on something.
Do you not even understand how frustrating this is, you colossal oaf? This is exactly what I hate about you.
Fine, hate me. I'll still sleep like a baby knowing I'm not an unreasonable hag like you.
Vice, what do I do?
You turn on your heel and walk away as fast as your legs can carry you, my good lad.
That's it. I have had enough. Instead of belittling me, why don't you get a proper job? Everyone in the neighborhood treats me like dirt, and it's all because of my unemployed slob of a husband.
Actually, I have a job now.
Wait, you what? You're kidding. Why didn't you tell me? That's great.
Well, I sort of wanted it to be a surprise.
Oh, you big silly Billy. Well, this calls for a celebration. Come on, I'm going to bake you a nice apple pie.
What the fuck?
I have no idea what just transpired, but it has utterly exhausted me.
Well, looks like they made up, so all's well that ends well?
In the course of all that madness, I have forgotten why we even came here in the first place.
Oh, heck, the canal! We need to ask him about the canal!
I can't thank you enough for all your help.
Sure, but listen, we need to talk to you about the canal.
Oh, right! That's why you came here in the first place, huh? Well, now that my love life is rolling in clover again, I'd be more than happy to get going on the canal work.
Okay. So talk to Popola. God.
That was exhausting.
Tell me about it. Anyway, let's go give Popola an update.
The couple with the red bags were a strange pair indeed. It boggles the mind to think their relationship can persist despite such intense squabbling.
Well, they looked pretty happy in the end, at least. Maybe the secret to living a happy life is sharing your feelings, even when they're sort of mean and weird.
If you adopt such a strategy, I may leave for groceries one day and never return.
What the fuck? Whew, shit. That was annoying as hell.
Goodness, it sounds like the canal repairman had quite the problem on his hands. I'm glad everything turned out all right. Thank you so much for your help.
Don't mention it. I'm looking forward to seeing how the canal turns out. If you need anything else from us, just say the word.
Hey, wait!
Huh?
I almost forgot. Yona is looking for you.
Huh?
She said she needed something from you. Time to go play Big Brother for a bit, huh?
I guess so. Thanks, Popola.
Wait a second.
Can I ask you a favor, Popola?
Sure, what is it?
I heard you and Devila used to sing together at the tavern, and I was wondering...
Oh, goodness. Well, yes, it's true we used to sing there, but I haven't done that in some time.
Too busy?
That's part of it. But also, I need a certain drink before I can sing in public. I'm a little shy, if you know what I mean.
Well, that should be no problem, right? It's a tavern after all.
Actually, the stuff I like to drink is pretty rare. Still, they used to order it from the tavern in Seafront from time to time, so you could try asking there.
So let's go talk to Yona. I'll deal with Seafront momentarily, in a little bit. I don't want to do it right now.
Popola said you needed something?
Yeah. A favor, actually.
What is it? I can't help if you don't tell me, sis.
Okay, I'm gonna say it.
I'm ready, Yona.
I need you to help my friend.
Your friend?
Yep. I have a friend. And we've been writing each other letters.
Seriously?
A pen pal? How delightful.
So who is this friend?
Well, he's kinda...
He? It's a guy?
Yes, and he's sick and in a whole lot of trouble. And I know that you and Vicey are the only ones who can help him.
Vicey?
Tell me about this guy.
He lives in this really big house down south, and he's super nice, and he's my friend. So you have to help him. Please?
Yona, listen.
Please?
Great. Now what do I do? Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Yay! Thank you!
Great. Yona's got a boyfriend.
Is something amiss, lad? Your voice is trembling.
No, it isn't. Shut up!
So this is the point in the game where I go to the haunted mansion. It's kind of a drawn out thing, so I'm gonna end my stream here. That way I can just start from there, and the next stream will actually, it should probably be pretty exciting actually. Maybe. I don't know. If you stopped by, thanks for stopping by.